Greetings and welcome, everyone, to another. Well, let's have a look at a game. Today we'll be looking at 1-Inch Tactics. I'm not entirely sure how to describe this specifically. It's essentially just turn-based tactics set on a board game level kind of game. Using certain anime tropes, like for instance the mechs over here. It'll become more clear once I actually show it, but let's just show off this. As for how I got to this game, well, let's just put it, the developer or the publisher emailed me out of the blue to say, "Hey, we've seen you play, maybe you enjoy this." And I played it, and I kind of enjoyed it. Let's get into some of the settings here we can have. Not sure how graphical quality is gonna look exactly, because it was set on high and I felt it was a little underwhelming, so I put it to ultra. Not that there's too much going on in terms of visual aesthetics. I might want to put on fast forwarding animations, because some of the animations feel a little slow, but that's fine. And you can control various things you use to control the game. Other than that, it's fairly straightforward and all that. Let's just jump into the campaign. Right, overall, it's a fairly adorable presentation. Also, it just kind of feels a little bit like a tabletop simulator insert a game. I think it's something else, but I can't honestly say. Anyway, hello and welcome. Thank you for coming. So shall we begin? Let's start with the briefing. Basics. Alright, that's our deployment zone. Move that direction. 2 enemy units are over here. Use recon to search for them and then attack in this. And then move to the exfil point 3. Alright, so if you can't see the enemy, you can't hit them. For now. Right. So we can deploy 2 pilots. So we can have a look. Now, there's a variety of stats here. I'm not gonna presume to know all of them, what they exactly do. Although AP, that's action points. AS, that's the accuracy for surface targets. AA is against air. DC, that's close combat. BF is defense. Recon. This one I forget what it is, but there is a help thing we can look it up. Camouflage. And then we also communications and engineering. At this point, we just need someone on recon and someone to shoot. So, Black Flying Recons, Kira Hasti, you will be our recon pilot. So we need to pick a loader for her to use. And they get this adorable looking loader fellow. We get better models later on, but for now, the XN loader is going to be our standard. Now we have possibility for 2 primary slots, 2 secondary slots, and some backpack items. This is going to be our scouts. We'll leave it with the yellow color. We're gonna give you a sensor unit here. And give you a main weapon. And let's also give you a multi-sensor. And a submachine gun. And just to make the sensor package complete, we'll give you a probe and a grenade. We can save this loadout if we wish to for it to move up. For now, that's not really necessary. Alright, then we just need someone else to come along to shoot stuff. So we basically want someone that is good at surface shooting with decent amounts of action points. So I'm gonna think that's probably Helena Sewell. It's the other loader. We only have one of these left, so currently that's all we can equip. You will get the assault rifle. So a submachine gun. And we'll just give you a grenade and some smoke. Okay, let's deploy. And this is a fairly simple mission. Just, you know, getting used to the how everything works. Mission commenced. This is our first one on this island. Do not let your guard down, soldiers. Only 2 of us left. Now, the visual outlook is fairly simple. The green bar represents the health of your loader. Pink bar represents the amount of action points you have left. In case you're expecting an enemy counterattack, you will need to keep some of your action points in reserve, because you will need those in order to activate your reaction fire, which is currently going to be done by our machine guns that you have somewhere. Anyway, yellow loader is going to be our recon guy, so move forwards, and in order to do recon, we need at least 2 action points available. Currently we don't see an enemy, so there's nothing to attack, and I don't need to pull out any of my grenades. So for now, we'll just move forward. Now the enemy is somewhere over in this direction. So I'm gonna move over there. Oh, by no means am I an expert at this game. So I will probably make mistakes. Anyway, we have an enemy over here in essentially a Humvee, or an IFV, I guess. An likely armored vehicle. Got 100 hit points, and it's not terribly accurate. It might not even have seen me. Well, actually no, this one has fairly decent recon. We also have a loader over here. It probably has not seen us. Looking at the recon value here. Right, well, I'm not expecting too much. But we currently cannot hit them because we are obscured by the trees. But I can probably toss a grenade at them. See, that's the animation that I was talking about. It's a little bit slow. I have barely any points left, so let's just leave it at that. And if I position you here, I hit you. I can, and that should kill you. 77 damage with a 98% chance of hitting you. Yeah, that should kill you. So this guy cannot hit us because the trees are in the way. We can hit them. Oh, well, in that case, we probably should keep shooting at them. We are out of action points. My SMG can't hit them. Can I still throw stuff? Can throw a probe there, I guess. Yeah, that way we shall be able to see where he is. Can I... Can't do it while we're doing this. Just fast forward the animations a little bit. That's all our turn can do, because we got too much out of action points. Right, so it scouted, but could not, and then went into camouflage mode, which did not seem to be doing much. And we can hit it with the assault rifle, so... That's a little bit better. Okay, that's all the units. Time to get to extraction. Just need to move. We're not expecting any more enemies, we can just hold away. Yep. Leave. Mission complete. Now, I am playing this on standard difficulty. There is also the classic difficulty, which means that if you lose a pilot, you will actually lose it. Whereas if I now get one of my loaders defeated, the pilots will still be around. Ammo replenished. Right, well, on us this particular match is the invented title screen. These missions are fine, but, you know, not particularly too threatening. Go into annoying enemies. Start a briefing. Our objective is to obtain enemies' confidential data. One of these 3 buildings is set to keep the data. Search each building by standing next to that highlighted hex using a particular action. Right, so we don't have to worry too much. We have a couple of insertion points, and after 30 minutes game time, so each turn is 5 minutes. So we can't dawdle. Yeah, we're mostly dealing with loaders, armored vehicles, and helicopters. Yeah, tanks have thick armor, we cannot damage them with regular, normal, or fragmentation ammunition. Use missiles or the AP cannon. So we can deploy up to 8 pilots. This is, I think, a lie. We can only use 6, but we can, for instance, put 4 in one area and 2 in the other, if we wish. The other point is over there. I think I will just evenly split it, because we can only use 6 pilots. Let's see. Everyone is unequipped. And let's just start out with the regular stuff. We need a recon. Here, Hasti. Still the same old loader we had. we'll give you a recon thing, and yeah, I kind of don't want you to be too thick in the fighting. So the problem with the recon is mostly that, well, they have to tend to be up front where they are in the most danger. Just generally where you do not want them to be. Right. I think I would like you to have the AP thing. I definitely want you to have this, and I'll just give you the SMG, or a SMG. You have no other reaction fire. You also will have probe, and for this, yeah, let's go all out on the recon build. We need people that are good at shooting surface targets. So. Steiner, you can also have APC, frag, and what other stats do you have? DC is also 7. I'm not expecting to get into close combat. The frag I can't really use. Do the short range missile. We could be up against Lotus, so we might want some other stuff as well. You have to be a little bit careful that I don't waste too much of her AP on stuff. Give you an assault rifle and just some grenades. I'd have misjudged what to do. If you're going to be our AA leader, then we need you to have the Gatling gun. Also allowed for reaction fire. That one. The fist justice. Okay. Now we need some people that can actually damage. A slightly different color. All our parts. Make you a sniper as well. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just make sure you're covered by the others, because I kinda don't want you to be overloaded. And run out of regular item. I might want another person to be on air duty. out of stuff. Yeah. We have 4 people suited up. We are starting to run out of people that are actually, useful. Direct attack capability. SMB. Again, I'm not really looking to get anyone into going missile car. That should be everyone. Let's deploy. Here, you there. From here, anyone else we have not yet deployed. Begin. Okay, so this mission is a lot more populated. That's why I kind of wanted to show it. It's kind of adorable that the pilots actually chat with each other during the mission. You think if this was just a tabletop, why would they bother? It's a nice little flavor and all that. The overall presentation of this game I find very cute. These little mech pilots, very adorable. Okay. Let's get our scouter position. And let's do scout. I still do a probe. Okay, I expect enemies to be coming over there. Sure that we are ready for that. Right. Let's push into position. Yeah. Rocky terrain is getting a little bit in our way. You have to be a little bit careful about an enemy advance. Also, I kind of want to make sure that I don't bunch up my units too much, because there is the explosions do have an area of effect. You do want to be slightly mindful of that. Get you there. Turn. Okay, enemy movements. There we have the helicopter. Light recon vehicle. Do I see them? Not see them. That is fortunate. Let's get there. By recon. Ah, we have the helicopter. Where is my AI guy? Christina. Nice. Let's move forward a little. Still have plenty of action points, so that's there. Anything else here? I think there is an enemy over there, but difficult to say. Get you camouflaged, just in case. Get over there. Just back here. Turn. Yeah, overreaction fire. Yep. That tank is not going to be bothered too much by our reaction fire. Ow. Looks like none of them have any points left. Crush him. Who has the... Actually, let's have you launch a missile. You have the RC, it's a recon vehicle. That needs to die. Shouldn't be too heavily armored. Can't see it though. That's out of reach, I think. Kill the recon vehicle. Dang it. Come on, hit it. Cover, isn't it? I can hit that. Do we have any action points left? Yep, we do. Cool. Okay, let's do the action of the building. Up the data. Cool. In that case, we can leave. That's probably some reaction points because I know they have another chopper. That's a lot of loaders. Don't have to kill them all, but make sure they don't tail too much. And we just lost a probe. That's fine. Let's get you over there. And let's launch another probe. You get over there. Don't really have the right weapons. So does it? It's weapons like this that I wanted to make sure that I didn't bunch up for. You can't hit from there. That's my longest range weapon, so they camouflaged. Okay. You should now be able to some damage. Not. Can't see you from there. Let's get down from. Do I have anyone with any missiles? That's that scout gone. Well, hopefully that's the last of them. Okay, yeah, my units are pretty much out of action points. Get them up on fire. Get out of here. Quick and clean mission otherwise. Still, I thought I had another chopper. Maybe these just decided not to come because there was no recon left, and then it's quite dangerous for him, of course, to dive into our team. But still enemy movement. There's the chopper. Just move points. Forward, we got the data. Mission complete. There. That's essentially 1-inch tactics. The cover out of the box does look very awesome, but of course the in-game is not really anything like that. I don't know if there's much of anything else. There is plenty of missions to play around with. I've only scratched the surface so far. And in this mission Waterfall, we get our first look at a new loader. So that's kind of interesting to see where that goes. Yeah, overall I've enjoyed my time with 1-inch tactics, and if you want to give it a try, there is a demo in the Steam store, link in the description, and they will have a sale for the game. Dang it, they will have a sale or a deal on from March 19th to 26th for 30% off on the main game. So yeah, if you like what you see, give it a try, and let me know if you want to see more of it. Anyway, that's all from me. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.